Hello, Ibrahim. Blessings to you and your family. I was wondering if we could have a quick chat about your son.
Are you a journalist?
No, I'm just a citizen. Here to help.
If you want something, you can go to our lawyer. We don't have nothing to say. Sorry.
Maybe we have just a little chat. Back.
So first of all, like, I know it is independent movie, so it is very poorly made, but it's also a little dumb in the beginning. Not because only I'm Muslim I'm saying that, but it is very dumb. First of all, he's acting like, I know, like, you know, like always the bad guy, like the villain does everything clean and neat and classy. Even if they are doing crime, they do it classy. Like he's just showing, like acting like he's keeping his composure and he's talking very nicely and very quietly. But you see like how easily he loses his mind. Like he said, oh, I just wanted a quick chat and then point the gun. So if you wanted to be that fast and violent, why did you even bother acting like, oh, I want just to have the quick chat? You just could open the door and just go there and kill him. So the whole point of keeping your composure, like trying to be cool, is only because to deceive the person that you are trying to harm or hurt or at least get into the house. But if it was that easy, just by pointing the gun, you can get in. So what was that act for? Like, peace be upon you. Plus, just for you, because I think so many people don't know anything about Islam. That's why they take it as granted. I mean, in the end of after I'm done with the reaction, I'm gonna talk about my opinion about like what we should do about this movie. But for now, I'm gonna talk about many things about Islam that probably you don't know that, and if you take it as a face value, like, oh, if in the movie says this is who Muslims are, so probably they are. That's the whole point of propaganda, right? I'm gonna explain to that, so hopefully some people out there see that the real Islam is very different than this. One, peace be upon you. He doesn't even know what it means. He just wanted to act like he's trying to say, look, I know anything about the culture of the people that I'm going to harm and attack. First of all, in Islam, if you say peace be upon you, that day you cannot harm or hurt that person at all. Because peace be upon you, that was a time when Arab Muslims, they didn't know that the other guy who is coming is here to fight or is here to be peaceful. They were waiting to see like what is the first thing he's gonna say. If he says peace be upon you, they knew that there would be no war between them, right? So you cannot say peace be upon you and then shoot that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like it is again, like if you have done your research about who Muslims are, like you know everything about the Quran and stuff, so you should have known that you cannot say peace be upon you and kill the entire family. So that's one lie and mistake in the movie. Okay, let's keep going.
Oh, good. Yusuf's here. Relax. Go. Hello, Yusuf.
Yusuf, run!
Where are they going to go? What are you doing? Go tend to your son. Tie something around his leg. I didn't hit an artery. He should be fine. You, get the cell phones off the table. All of them. Pick them up.
Dad.
Move Yusuf to the couch.
Dad.
Over to the couch. Cell phones down on the table.
What do you want
Face
from
down
us?
on the table. I want you to have a seat. And we're going to have a little chat.
What are you doing?
Have a seat. Have a seat.
He's trying to act like a Jason Bourne. But the Jason Bourne that you order from Timo.
3, 2, 1. Your son and his friends had to rape that 14-year-old girl. So traumatized from their childhood that they couldn't keep their dicks in their pants.
He's young. He don't know nothing.
Is that why you did it, Yusuf?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry we did that. We thought she wanted...
Thought that she wanted you to grab her and pull her into a bush in the quiet part of the park.
You know, the Trump said, grab her by the pee. When I saw that for the first time, he said, grab her. It came to my mind, grab her by the thing.
She wanted you to put your hand over her mouth while your 7 friends took turns raping her. she had to crawl out of those bushes on her hands and knees. And now she lives every single day afraid of what you and your friends might do since you were acquitted. It was very good work by your attorney, by the way, painting them as the victim. What was it? Traumatic integration?
We're all getting mental help now and support. We will be better in the future, I promise that.
It's the right answer. The only problem is that on your social media, since the event, I have not seen any regret or empathy. In fact, I think you said that she deserved to be raped.
What I mean is that they dress wrong and just make boys horny with their mini skirts. They show their legs and breasts.
You wrote that she deserved it.
I will delete it.
Okay, another BS. Show me one example, or just one, from the most radical Muslim or anyone in the Islamic community that they justify, they say, oh, that's okay, it happened. I mean, sometimes they beat around the bush, they try to evade from answering, like they try to, dodge that. I see that, and that's wrong. I get that. But nobody says, no, that's what's cool. Show me one example. So if you are making a movie about this group of people, then you have to, because the whole point is like they are showing what is going on in the society, right? But there is no one example in real life that anybody says, no, that's okay, that's fine. Like one citizen in the Europe, like really from Germany, from Austria, from France, whatever. They say that it happened, it was a good thing, it is okay. Show me one. Not. So you are bringing like a typical Muslim family, but you are talking about the example, like making a scenario that never happened, never existed in reality. And then he said, I'm getting help, right? That's a BS. If somebody with that age try to go and rape, it's not about like you have mental. This is the problem I have with the pedos. They say, oh, we are getting help. They are pedophile, but also they are getting drug. Now, this is stuff like raping, pedophilia stuff. It's not something that you are sick and you need help. You need something. At least you should be in jail for the rest of your life. At least, like if we are merciful, we do that. But then he says that's the right answer, that you want to seek to help, right? Because the whole movie is trying to say like, oh, we are not the bad guy. We just want justice. Just we are okay if they know that what they did was wrong and they want to fix it. You see, like this contradicts the character. The character is here to serve the justice, but at the same time is trying to be appealing to the society. Oh, I'm not that crazy. The character is not just going there to kill everybody. He has common sense, he understands what he's saying. So it means if really he was looking for the help, he was trying to get better by the medication, he wouldn't have knocked the door. The reason that he came back is because of the sister, because he said that's the right answer. He already, by the attorney, said that he's trying to get help and he's on medication. He promised to get better in the future. And he said that's the right answer. He already gave that answer to the public, to the media. Then why are you here again? The reason you are here because that was something wrong. That was a catch to that answer, which was the sister didn't regret that. So why are you... So now the crime should be shifted to the sister based on the character's logic. So why is it again going back to attack the Yusuf? Yusuf did something and he said, I promise to change it. And he said, that's the right answer. You promised to change your behavior and be a better person. That was wrong. That's the right answer. But the wrong answer is your sister justified that. So why are you again punishing Yusuf for what sister did? So now your focus should shift because you already admitted what he said that was the right answer. Which I don't think so. I don't think just by raping somebody you can just say, oh, sorry, oops, my bad. I don't think. I think it should be harsher. But for him, for the character who said that's the right answer, so why are you still punishing them?
Are these the values you're teaching your children?
I teach him the values from Quran and these values from our family.
You see, that's another thing. Show me one example that there is a one dumb Muslim like him, the guy, to say, oh, are you teaching your children to rape people? And then says, I teach Quran. I teach, because we know that they are forbidden. It's haram. It's a big sin in Islam. So the very first sentence somebody would say, even with the fragile English, with broken English, would say, oh, no, this is not Islam. That was a wrong act, because always we say if something bad happens, it's on the Muslim. we are flawed. If we were fully following Islam, we would have never done those such a heinous act, like such a crime. But he says, like basically indirectly, because they knew that they would get a big backlash if they say, oh yes, this is what I taught my kid and I'm proud of them because they were following Quran. He couldn't say that because it would be over for them. So they had to put the word into the father's mouth and indirectly imply that. So he says, this is what you are teaching your kids. I'm teaching my kids Quran. So it means A equals B, B equals C, so A equals C. So is it raping? Your children did raping. Is it what you are teaching your children to do? I teach Quran. So it means Quran is teaching, so is teaching raping. Indirectly was saying Quran is the book of the rape.
Well, if these are your values, that women in America and Europe deserve to be raped because of a dress code, why did you come here?
So United States and Europe, they are totally different. Besides the fact like they are different continent, also everything is different over there. So basically, United States is closer to Mexico than to Germany. Like, it is so dumb that they think just because they are white, they are same. Like, when we are talking about the cultural value, it's not about the race. Like, I am not black, but I can feel closer to a black American than a brown Middle Eastern with Middle Eastern culture. Because with the value that people grow up in here, I assimilated with the culture, American culture, so I can feel closer to Hispanic, to the white, to the black, than somebody with my skin color. Because the point is the culture. And Europe and America, they have totally different culture. For example, economically, America is capitalist. Like, we have consumerism. Like, we spend so much money. But when it comes to the money, Europeans are conservative. When it comes to the politics, we have freedom of speech. In Europe, they don't have, there are so many differences between America and Europe that you cannot even put them in the same category. But what Elon Musk is trying to do, he was, if I'm not mistaken, for 48 hours showing a premiere or something on the X, he was doing it, like, to say America and Europe means what? Means white people. Like, not that I have anything against white people. I'm just saying, like, when you put the Europe and America together, for example, in America, we have death penalty. You rape somebody in some states, we kill you. But in Europe, you don't have it. Why are you putting these two together? To just say, hey, we white people are under attack by Muslims. But, okay, let's continue.
You know that we have several war in our country and we have a dangerous life. That's why we are here. And I think you know that.
Do you know what I think?
Why?
I don't think it was the good one.
So you are telling me somebody with a gun in the hand come into your house and shoot to the feet of your son and is threatening to kill all of you, and you know where the conversation is going, and instead of trying to say no, this is not who we are, that was just a mistake, please let me explain to you, Quran is not about that. Like, if you see any Muslim, the first thing they come to say, hey, this is not us, this is not Islam, we don't do any of them, this is wrong, we agree. Everyone comes to say, hey, let's clear the confusion. Did you see any attempt from the father to bring down the temperature, to explain, no, please, if you're going to kill us because we are Muslims, we are just telling you that was a mistake, this is not who we are. But instead he said, hey, you have to understand. Like, basically, the scenario, the plot, the conversation is so stupid to just make it look like guilty. Are you teaching your children to be a rapist? I'm teaching my children to follow Quran. I'm teaching Quran. So it means Quran teach to be rapist. And then, why are you here? To rape women? Like, we have war at home. So what should we do? Should we stay there to be bombed, or we come in here and rape your woman? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not even trying to say, hey, calm down. I promise you that was a mistake. It's never going to happen again. But he's saying, we have, like, basically means, since we have war, we are here, and then occasionally we rape too. So they are not even smart enough to make the character, the Muslim character, believable. Because when people go to a street, they see nobody defend the religion the way that he's doing. Oh, rape is okay because we have war at home. But they are trying so hard to push that propaganda, they didn't even bother to have a little more believable dialogue between the characters.
That got out of your country. I think it was the bad ones. And I think you brought with you.
This, I think that was a bad one. Also, his face looks like a Douglas Murray. When he was debating David Smith on Joe Rogan, he was saying, Palestinian, the people of Gaza voted for the Hamas in 2005. They made a bad mistake. They made a bad mistake. They literally got that dialogue from that debate from Douglas Murray to because what happened in 2005, so now every generation deserves to be punished.
Your archaic value system and your commitment to religion over democracy and over...
Isn't it what Nick Fuentes says, we have to be Catholic country, like you have to be Christian nationalists? Isn't it like those Christian nationalists that they are saying, democracy should be above your Sharia law, then why do you want to have Christian country? Doesn't it mean faith over the democracy? Or only if in Islam happens, it is faith over democracy. But if Christianity happens, or it is spreading gospel.
Or anything else, including the rule of law. Yusuf, you're going to pick up your phone. You're going to start calling your friends one by one and telling them to come over here right now that you have new information for them.
No.
Yes, you will.
And what do you want to do with them?
Oh, we're just going to have a little chat. Same as we're having right now.
I will not call them.
No? Interesting. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yusuf, call right now. Call.
Thank you.
Hey, Abdul, it's me. You need to come over here. Right now, we could get charged again. We have a problem. I'm here with my attorney.
But you know what is the dumbest thing about the movie? They are trying, like the design, like you see the decoration behind them, what they are leaning onto, and the thing on top of it, and curtains, and even the closet door, all of them. It looks like it is in Middle East, like it is in Syria or Iraq or something, you know, like all those movies that you see happens in Syria, in the Middle East, and when the American soldiers, they go to inside the houses in the Middle East, the design looks like that, right? But the thing is, it is in Europe. Like in Europe, the design, the architect, everything, it looks like based on the design and architect of the housing in the Germany, in the Europe, right? You can put some elements, some basically texture of your own culture over there, like the vase, the flower, the stuff, decoration. But generally, like you never see the closet in Germany, anywhere in Germany, Hamburg, Stuttgart, Munich, anywhere. Looks like a closet in the, basically, Middle East, Syria or Iraq. But in here, it really looks like the house is inside the Middle East. I mean, I haven't seen the movie, but I'm assuming this happened inside the Europe. But, okay, this is stuff you could buy it from somewhere else and then bring it in here. But the design, the way that, you know, when he opened the door, everything looks like it is in Middle East. So in order to make it believable that they are from the Middle East, even they changed how the house inside, interior of the house looks like, which is go to any Muslim family inside United States, in Europe, anywhere, and see, like, it's obvious the house, yeah, maybe by some of the texture on the fridge door and somewhere else, you could see like, okay, some Muslims are living, some Muslims live in this house. But by looking at the material, the doors, everything, you could say definitely this is Europe. This is not in the Middle East. That's one of the stupid mistakes.
Bring your brother. I call Idris. No, right now.
Good job, Yusuf. I'll call the next one. Nope. Sit. Sit. You. Go get the door. No funny business, or I shoot Mom. Go.
Okay.
What's wrong?
What the fuck happened? What's wrong?
But it took 3-4 seconds to look at the door, look at the doorknobs. It's so stupid. Like, it's obvious it is in Middle East. It is not in Europe. Look, it took few seconds to kill this person. Look where the dad is. He's just standing in front of him. Do you think it's natural reaction? Like, whether you're selfish, you run away by yourself, or you just go toward the attacker to try to grab the gun, or you try to jump over the family to protect them. Whatever you do, it is not just like a NPC watching, oh, 2 people were killed. I'm wondering if I am the next. Oh, yes, I am. He didn't do any reaction. 3 seconds it took until he killed the son's friends, and he was just watching. How dumb it is. Okay, let's count.
What the fuck happened? What's wrong?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Can that pistol hold 15 bullets in the magazine? I don't know. I heard 15 sound. Like, okay. It was very, very dumb. Okay, now this is what I'm trying to say. One is, basically, if you wanted to kill all of them, all you had to do, just go there and say, call your friends, or just wait until one time he meets up with his friends, the son, and then kill all 3 of them, and then later go finish the job inside the house. You know, like, I have seen some movies in Iran, some series, they try to copycat whatever we are seeing in United States, in Hollywood, and it's too much. It's too stupid. Like, you copy too much that it doesn't look even authentic. So he wanted to act like, I don't know, like the assassin, the one that David Fincher was playing. Actually, what is the Fisherberg or something? The name of the character in that movie, not in the movie, the actor who was the robot in the Prometheus. Actually, he looks like the character in here as well. You see, like, they are always, like, they calculate their protein that they eat daily, how clean they are, always, like, they do dirtiest job, but they do it in the neatest way. So they try to make it look like that, you know, like, as I said, like, it looks like a Hollywood movie, but ordered from Timo. Try to look like he's there, very quiet, silently, like, he dressed nice, he's a good looking, and he kills them and go back, finish the job. Very neat and clean. But they do it in dumbest way that makes it laughable. You have to just think about that. If you really wanted to do that, you could go get rid of the family, and also whenever the Yusuf is talking to the friends, and take care of them, you know, in the park or something. But you had to bring them in here. Like, if he was trying to make it look like a suicide or something, homicide, yes, maybe. But he killed them and he left. Yeah, if he wanted the friends come in here and kill all of them and then put the gun in the hand of one of the victims and to say, like, oh, the friend killed all of them or something, to make it make the scene look like, you know, like a sabotage, make it look like someone else is guilty. But that wasn't even his purpose. He just wanted to kill them. That was the most stupid way and most dangerous way that you could expose yourself. Because first of all, when you shot that person, yeah, maybe you put thing to make it quiet, to make it silencer for your gun. But what about the Yusuf? He could scream, and if he screamed, maybe other neighbors would know that and would hear that, and they would call the cops. So you expose yourself. Plus, you went inside the house and you waited and waited and waited and waited until those 2 friends come. During that time, somebody else could knock the door, come see, like, would hear Yusuf crying because he got shot in the leg, so they call the cops. So you expose yourself and put yourself inside the box, inside the house, that you could be surrounded to kill them, while you could do it in different time, which was more convenient. He did all of them to make it look like, you see how clean he finished the job. So it was very poorly made. But my feedback is, Muslims can cry about that. I am Muslim, I'm proud Muslim. We can cry about that, or we can make our own movie to show that we are not who we are. They are claiming we are. I mean, look, forever they make a movie to make Muslims look like a dirty people and very not hygienic and aggressive, violent people. They cannot assimilate. And all we do, we're just teaming up with the leftists and say, please cry for us. It is not we are. It is Islamophobia. Please stop being Islamophobic. I mean, stop. We have so many wealthy Muslims. They can just pay and make, like that was an independent movie. It wasn't Hollywood to say, oh, we don't have $200 million for a movie and we don't have the budget. That was less than I think $750,000. That was the entire budget for the movie. Couple of wealthy Muslim family who care about Islamic reputation because their children are there, they could get together and then get that money and make that movie. And we Muslims are very creative. I have made 2 short films while I was getting my bachelor, in my free time. If they can make the independent movie to make Muslims look like terrorists and then Quran looks like a scripture for rape, why don't we just make that independent movie and support each other to make the movie to show who we really are? We are not what these media are claiming we are. So that's one thing. We should stop crying and we should start acting and then make the movie. Like if they make a word against us, use the word against us, use word against them. If they use art against us, use art against them. Nothing is stopping us. It is us who team up with the lefties that they always cry and complain and they play victim. No, we are not victim. Prophet Muhammad wasn't victim. He was under attack by everybody. Everybody. Infidel, leftists, righties, kuffar, this and that, even sometimes Jews and Christians. Everybody was against him. Did he sit down and just cry? No. He did his job. Like I'm saying, like I believe that what he says was bullshit. So why don't we just make a movie to show it is bullshit, this is not who we are, and show about, like if this propaganda works on people to be brainwashed, then why don't we use our own movie? And we don't need to use even propaganda, we just need to show the reality. But the thing is, Muslims are so lazy. They don't want to put up the work. They just want to sit back and complain. And as long as we just quiet and silence and we let them to use the art against us, then this keep gonna happening. If we made a museum about history of Islam, think about that, history of Islam, and show like how many good things they have done, or every invention that happened by Muslim, every algorithm, this or that, in pharmacy, in engineering, in math, in physics. If we made a museum to just show these are everything that we have today is based on stuff that they were invented by Muslims back in the day. What is stopping us from making that museum? Nothing. We are just complaining. We are just crying. The movie was stupid, and people are not even coming to give the feedback to show like this is wrong. This is not what Islam is, and just criticize the movie how foolish it is. Instead, they just say, why did you do that? They did that because they could. You can just sit back and cry, or you also could make your own movie. So that's my assessment and my feedback to the Citizen Vigilante. I hope you like it. Like always, as above, so below.